Hello guys, welcome to another Green Spark video. In this video, I'll tell you how to make a timer which is so robust and highly dependent, which can be used for any type of loads, that is up to 8 amps and 250 volts. And it is highly compact, and yes, it is an industrial timer given by Select. The timer is named Timer 600DT, where DT stands for digital. Now let's start. So this is the timer I was talking about, and I have made a project myself with it, which is used to automate my commercial motor that is used to pump water to my overhead tank. And it has been 2.5 years since I made this project, and it works very fine. I have never touched it again for any modification or repair works, and that's the best part with this timer. It is so compact, it is so dependent that you can install it and forget about repair works with it. This is the data sheet of the timer, and I'll show you how the timer looks and how to configure it according to the data sheet. And I have used a mobile phone's camera to show you this working, because this is the timer I was talking about. I have used a mobile phone because when I turn it on, the LED display in it is so powerful that it glares with my webcam, so I am using a mobile phone over here. So this is the timer 600DT, and as you can see, I have straightly powered it from the AC main, so 230 volt is flowing inside it. The best part with it is you don't have to keep a separate transformer or an converter to convert AC to DC and then use it. You can directly plug it to your AC mains and use it. I'll quickly run through the pins provided over here. So A1 and A2 is for positive and negative, and there's a display over here with 4 buttons. One is M, S, an up arrow and a down arrow, and another 4 terminals, 15, 25, 16 and 18. As you can see the markings over here, A1 and A2 stands for supply, and 15 is the common, 16 is NC and 18 is NO. I have programmed this timer to work on delay function, and for on delay function for 10 seconds, and if I turn it on, you can see the timer running. So I have set it for 10 seconds, and currently it is in 4th second, and when it comes 0, if you are able to hear it, you can hear the relay tapping inside. So this is how the timer works. I'll show you the different functions present in it, and the most useful function which can be used for commercial purpose. As I said, this is the data sheet of the timer that we are working on, and it has 15 functions totally, and there are 2 functions which you can quite use it more often. Like if you want to turn off your load after given seconds, you can use this function, the on delay function over here, and I'll just highlight it for you. Sorry, I'm not able to highlight it. Okay, you can follow my cursor anyhow. So this is the function A, on delay function, which will make your relay get activated after this T seconds. Like if you want to turn a load after say 15 minutes, you can use this. And another good thing about this relay is you can program it for seconds, you can program it for, not program it actually, you can set it for seconds, you can set it for hours. It can count up to 999 hours. As you can see, the time range is from 999 seconds, that is minimum of 1 second, to 999 hours. That's another good thing about this timer. And the 2 important functions again, so one is the on delay function, and another thing is, which is quite useful for automating your commercial motor again. So another thing, where is it? Yeah, the H, the function H, which is pulse output. Like if you're so sure that you have to turn on your motor every day for 12 minutes, then you can use this pulse output function, where T1 will stand for some say 24 hours and T2 will stand for 12 minutes. So for every 24 hours your motor will be activated for 12 minutes. By using this function, you can activate your motor, you can turn on your motor for every 12 minutes for a day. So let's look at the timer again. Okay, so as I said earlier, it has 4 buttons, and as you can see, currently it is working in it is currently working in mode A, and it has been set for 10 seconds, and here S denotes that it is working in seconds. So let's change it to other modes. To change it to other modes, you have to long press M, operation. Yeah, now you can select whatever mode you want, like mode A. Let's move on to mode H, for example. Yeah, mode H, and you can shift through all the 15 modes available in this timer. And if you press yes, you can select that time format, like if you want seconds, you can keep it in seconds. This will be minutes, hours, hours again, minutes and seconds, hours and minutes. You can set it in whatever time standard you want. I'm not going to change anything over here. I'll just keep everything. I'll just show you what are the options available and come back to the initial thing. Now I'll show you how to, this is the wiring diagram. I'll come back to this. I'll show you how to set the time now. To set the time, you have to long press yes. Yeah, now I have long pressed yes, and you can see I can select the time I want. For example, let me make it 0 seconds. Let me make it 15 seconds, for example. So the last digit should be 5, and I'll press yes again. And the 0 should be 1, and I long press yes. Now the timer has been changed to work for 15 seconds. Let me demonstrate that by turning off and turning it on. See, it works for 15 seconds. In order to show the relay operation, let me try using a multimeter along with this setup. Now I have connected my multimeter to this setup. As I said earlier, the 15 stands for common and 17 stands for, the 15 stands for common, the 16 stands for NC. I have connected the terminals of the multimeter to it, and as you can see, it is reading 011. It means it is connected, and if possible, I think you can hear the buzzing sound also. So let me turn it on. It is turned on, and after 15 seconds the buzzing sound should stop. Yeah, now you can see it is highly resistive between both the terminals as the relay has shifted from NC to NO. As I said earlier, I'll just show you the wiring diagram. Sorry, I just made it with paint, please adjust with it. Yeah, this is how the wiring goes. The terminals A1, A2, 15 stands for common, NC and NO, and I have used two LED lights, as you can see in this image. As you can see over here, I have used two LED lights to denote the current operation. Like if it is green, then it means the motor is on, and if it is red, the motor is off. And this is the wiring diagram of this particular project. You can change it and do whatever you want, because it has 15 functions and creativity is your limit over here. And that's it. Happy learning.